We're going to talk about cracking this Iron Fist 14 out of its CGC slab on this episode of What's in the Press. Stick around. Hey there, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor, and I'm a comic book presser located in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, and this is What's in the Press, the show where I feature a lot of the comic books I work on from week to week that are given to me by my amazing customers. Now this week we got a lot of books to go through, a lot of Golden Age goodness, some Silver Age goodness as well. But before we do, I have this one here I want to talk about. I featured this earlier on. This here is a copy of Iron Fist 14. It's CGC graded at 9.2. Now this book, you know, a lot of people would be pretty content with this book, wouldn't they? Well, I'm not. And neither is my customer. We're going to crack this out of here. I'm going to do my work to it. I'm going to clean it and press it. I'm going to resubmit it. And hopefully it's going to come back higher and not lower. Hopefully higher, right? Now, I look at this book right off the bat, and I'm going to show you some things really close. I think you can see some things like down here. I'll turn my light on here so you can see even more. There you go. Right down there, you can see some problems. Right there, I can fix. On the front, you'll notice right there is a fold. Now, that could have happened when the book was being encapsulated, but nonetheless, there's a fold right there. There are a number of other folds going down the backside here. The book is somewhat dirty. It has some areas that I can certainly clean. It's hard to see the dirt on the book. Well, you can see some down there, actually, right down here. So anyhow, this book certainly has room to improve. It's a 9.2. We're going to aim for a 9.4, 9.6. Hey, on a good day, a 9.8. That's, you know, you never know. It could happen, but we're not greedy. We're happy with even a slight grade bump, but any grade bump's always appreciated. So this one is going to be cracked and released this week and sent in as well. Now this one I'm sending in myself, so I'll have the results of this one in a few weeks' times. Now the books I featured a few weeks ago, see sometimes guys, a lot of my clients, they have their own CGC accounts and I do not submit on their behalf. So once I'm done pressing and cleaning the books, they go right back to them and then they send them to CGC. Sometimes those books go straight to Heritage or straight to Comic Link for auction. So I don't always get them back in hand. When I do, though, and if I do, I will certainly share with you whether or not the books received a grade bump or not. Okay, anyhow, that's that. Other orders of business. Guys, we beat the 500. We're at 500 plus subscribers now. When I hit 600 subscribers, I'm going to have a draw to give out some free pressing and some free grading. Stick around to the end of the video to find out just how you can join in on that fun. And that's pretty much it. Sit back, relax. If you have a comment to make on the comics you see, please let us know. If you see a comic here on the show that you have yourself or one you would like, let us know in the comment section below. I love to hear about your collections and what books you're looking for. Okay, guys, without further ado, here we go. On with the show. Okay, well, this week's submission starts off with Tony out of Oshawa, and Tony has a whole slew of awesome Golden Age goodness to share with us today. First off, we see America's Greatest Comics featuring Captain Marvel number 7, National Comics number 13, Space number 5, Public Enemies. There's no number on it. Oh, number 1, actually. Public Enemies number 1. Oops. Crime Exposed number 1. I love my Comic Cavalcade, and here's a Comic Cavalcade 22. And WoW Comics number 16. Tony also submits a copy of Star Ranger number 10, Star Ranger number 9. Now these Golden Age books are quite large. They're barely fitting on my screen here, so I apologize for that. Here's a copy of America's Best Comics number 21. This one's got a bit of a spine issue. I'll be correcting that. Spy Cases number 27. Two-Fisted Tales 41. And Weird Fantasy number 16. Tony also submits a Tales from the Crypt number 40. a Weird Fantasy number 17. A copy of Weird Science number, I think it's 14. Yes, it is. Copy of Crime Exposed number 1. I'm a Cop number 1. And Tony loves his Joe Palooka. And here's a Joe Palooka number 21, a nice copy of that. Tony also submits a copy of Yellow Jacket number 7, I believe it is. A copy of Apache Trail, and I'm not sure of the issue number. Captain Steve Savage and the Rockets of Death, number 5. Now this is something we don't see every day, guys. You know, usually on What's in the Press we see lots and lots of Marvel comics, a few DC, and once in a blue moon some more rare books. But here, you know, thanks to Tony, we get a really nice display of books you don't see very often. Here's a copy of All American Comics number 84. Here's an April copy of Super Mystery Comics. This one also has a pretty severe spine roll that I'll be correcting. Plastic Man number 51. Pep Comics number 55. And Tony finished us off with a really nice copy of Startling Comics 33. Tony also submitted some other modern books too, but I figured I wouldn't bore you with those since all these beautiful Golden Age books really needed to shine. So thanks again, Tony, for your submissions. Okay, well, next we have some books submitted to us from Steve out of Athens, Ontario. And kind of following the trend of last week, Steve has multiple high-grade copies of some pretty sought-after books right now. Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 copies of Moon Knight number 1, but actually 8 copies of Moon Knight number 1. Steve also submits 4 really nice copies of New Teen Titans number 2, featuring the first appearance of Deathstroke. Steve also submits 2 really nice copies of She-Hulk number 1. What If Jane Foster had found the Hammer of Thor, What If number 10. Star Wars number 42. Been seeing that a lot lately. And a Miss Marvel number 1. Steve also submits a Wonder Woman number 200. Over there. And we finish it off with 2 nice copies of X-Men 142, the second part of the famous Days of Future Past storyline. Thank you so much, Steve, for your submissions. And guys, if you noticed my post a few weeks back about that mysterious black plastic comic book box that I was trying to find the owner, these are Steve's books. And these are the books that were in that mysterious black box. Thanks again, Steve, for your submission. Okay, well, this is more like it, isn't it? Some more Marvel Amazing Spider-Man goodness. These come to us from Fayette out of Mississauga, Ontario. We start off with a nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man 62 and Amazing Spider-Man 101. Followed up with a Prowler issue and Amazing Spider-Man number 78, is it? Yeah, nope, 78? 78, that's right. Amazing Spider-Man 43 as well. A newsstand copy of Amazing Spider-Man 252. A Black Widow appearance in Spider-Man 85. Nope, 86. Come on, Kevin. I keep second guessing myself. Also a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 102. The ever popular Amazing Spider-Man 31. And we finish this one off with a great copy of Amazing Spider-Man 361 newsstand edition signed by Stan the Man Lee himself right there. Thank you so much, Fayed, for your submission. All right, well, thanks again to everyone who submitted books to me this week. Guys, I am absolutely swamped. I'm getting through these books, but there are a lot, and I am getting through them slowly but surely, and I do appreciate your patience. For those of you that do have books here now, I'm running about a month and a half to 2 months behind schedule currently, but I am hoping that by the end of June, I can start ramping up my hours and getting in control of the backlog. That being said, I'm still sending books into CGC. Even though their turnaround time is equally as ugly as mine, I still offer that. So if you have books that you would like to have cleaned and pressed and submitted to CGC, I'm saying the current turnaround time for the entire works for cleaning, pressing, and submission with mailing and wait times and what have you is about 6 to 8 months currently. So if that's okay and you want to submit books, by all means, head to www.thecomicdoctor.com and fill the submission form, and we'll get that ball rolling. Back to the draw. Yes, we're almost at 600 subscribers. When I get there, I am going to have a draw, like I said, for some free pressing and free grading. All on me. I'm going to pay for everything. Please go down to the information section below for details on that draw. We're very, very close to getting there. I'm very excited about that. And thanks to everybody who has subscribed and who's been coming in and viewing the show from week to week. I really do appreciate you dropping by. Anyways, guys, until next week, thanks so very much again. And take care. Bye now.